Hello, guys. How's it going? We're here to check out my top skin picks for the week. Now, as usual, if you're new, this doesn't mean these skins will be in-game this week. These are just my suggestions. And I send these directly to Helk, so that's why a lot of times they are very similar or from the same list. So that's kind of the thing that's going on there. But I do not make the final decision. These are just recommendations. So these skins might not all be in game or at all. So, you know, that's the thing. So if it's the video from Tuesday, those are recommendations. If it's the video from Thursday or sometimes Friday when the skins get pushed a bit, then that's the skins that are out, actually put into the game. Or you can look at the title of my video in which the end will say, skin picks or skin preview, where preview is showing the ones that are actually in. So with that out of the way, I've noticed there's been a little bit of confusion a lot lately, so that's why I want to cover that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. So we have the oil rigs coming up, so there's a lot of the oil rig themed stuff. We've got this oil rig hoodie and pants set from Johnny, and I've actually messaged him. I showed this one to Helk, and I was like, it's a cool looking one, but of all the oil rig kind of themed outfits, none of them actually look like something you would wear on an oil rig. And this one, it's got kind of like their harness connections and stuff, but the coloring isn't right. I've never seen anyone wear white. It's either a fluorescent construction color like bright yellow, bright orange, or they're darker colors like olive green and navy blue and black and a dark kind of construction kind of orangey color. So Johnny, if you're watching this, if you have a chance to maybe change up the color palette a little bit to look more like modern, kind of like oil rig stuff, this looks a little too futuristic, I think is what the thing was there. But anyways, I wanted to show it because it is probably the best of the oil rig-ish outfits out there, and it's definitely really cool. So definitely like the look of it there, and that's why we went with it. So we have two high qual sets, and as you can see, icons are just disbehaving as usual, and this is probably one of my favorite high qual sets this week. However, both of them really are. They're really great sets. This is the tribe set from Bad Trip. So let's take a closer look at it, and it looks like part of it has a wood part. It's got a nice little painting on it. I like the half red, half kind of like light blue. But what I like is like the layering. It actually looks like the metal is layered, and is this really well done. You can of course see that quite a bit here on the back. It just really looks nicely reinforced. The top of the mask is quite cool looking, and the mask itself is shaped quite differently. So I like that. It's not your typical face mask, shape. And it's just, it's really nice. I also like kind of like the stripped paint right here, so it kind of looks like there's a scar over one eye. There's definitely a lot of detail that went into it, and that's why it's one of the two sets I love this week. And, we have to move to the other set for you to see why I love this one. Now, the face being like tied up, I'm not sure about that, but I really like the rest of it. I love the rest of the shape and color of this mask. I like that the top of it kind of looks like it's a colander. And that the reason I'm saying that looks like a colander, or if you don't know what that is, it's the thing you like pour spaghetti into so the water goes out of it. All right. There's a frying pan, and the frying pan is like welded. They've done such a great job at making it look welded to the front of it. And I really just like that. It's hilarious. It's got great kind of like Raider-y vibes. And then the back, it says war. And then you've got these saw blades like in a pouch attached to the back. And it's just really unique. This isn't something I've really seen before. And I like it. It's just really well done. And this is an awesome set, as both of the high qual sets are this week. So it's just really kind of hard to pick between the two. So I said, I'll show them both off, and we'll let Helk choose what he seems to like the most, because I'm not going to be making this decision. Anyways, we're going to move on to the deployables now, as my brain decides to catch up with me. So, also I'd like to mention that last set was brought to us by Galchin, and I believe it's a group effort. Let me see. Yeah, and Retrofit. So Galchin and Retrofit, they have both done an awesome job on that. So next up, we've got this really cool parachute bag by Jensen, and it fits with the mini copter that just got added in. It's a nice looking bag. I love the camo. I like the leather on it. And, you know, it really does kind of look like partially packed up parachute. It's quite nice, and I think it's a really good bag. And, yeah, it would just fit into the game's theme really nicely. And especially since we just got that minicopter added, it's still, you know, relevant. Moving on, we've got a couple of cool doors for you. We've got this really awesome looking oil rig watertight door by Rob. And you can see it has all the little locks around it. And it's got like the caution, you need a hard hat, watch out machinery. And I'm not sure what this last one is. We'll take a look at it from this angle so we can see it a little bit better. I'm not sure what that one is, actually. It's a little weird looking. Something with sound, maybe? This door soundproof? Something, I don't know. That guy walking around over there is making me nervous. But anyways, you can see it from both ends here. It's the same. It's definitely a really nice door. I like the coloring and just the detail. It really does look like it was pulled out of an oil rig or some kind of water-based base of some sort. So definitely a cool one there. Moving on, we've got the L6 oil rig door, garage door, I should say, brought to us by Jensen as well. And this one's definitely a good one. There's a couple garage doors out there, but Helk likes garage doors, as I've mentioned before, to open and look like they are garage doors still. So if you put too many things on it, it doesn't look like it would roll up naturally. And unfortunately, there was a couple of other nice ones, but they don't really look like something that would roll up. It doesn't have the sections to it, where this one does. But this one then has this weird thing with pipes. I don't know why there would ever be pipes with a gauge attached to moving, closing garage doors. So that's a little bit weird there. That might be a reason why Helk wouldn't take this one. We'll just have to see. But one way or another, it's got the whole L6 thing for the oil rigs. Definitely looks really great and fits into the themes. So that's a nice one there. Here we see the return of a awesome door. Way back when Stabby made this Arctic armored door, and it was one of the highest upvoted armored doors for a long time. I think it still is. And it just never really got in, and I guess he came to the conclusion that maybe it was just a little too, how would you say, shiny looking. And this one is now beaten up, it's dirty, you know, it has kind of like a crusting to it. Some of the paint's peeling in little areas or wearing down, but it's definitely really nice. I love the two-sidedness to it. It has the little exit sign, stand clear of door. Let's go ahead and open up the hatch there, see what it looks like from both angles. So there's that. And yeah, it's just altogether a nice door. A lot of people have loved it, and it's doing really well with its new changes, so definitely one I think that would do quite well in-game. Next, we've got this awesome, crazy-looking little dead man's chest. So it is a dead man's chest by Holy Spirit, and there's a couple of pirate things this week. I don't know why people started doing pirate stuff again, but they're just really well done, so I couldn't skip them. I like at the bottom here that it actually looks like the chest is like corroded and it has like sea life growing onto it. There's some barnacles and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a really well done chest. And then on the top, you've got like a map, a little compass, I guess is that like a necklace of some sort, and we've got the blooms, and of course a rust bone knife, which is a neat little effect there. So I don't know. Now, a lot of times, the things that are textured, you know, overly textured might not make it in the game, so we'll just have to see. That's the same with the top of this one. It's actually made to look like there's a round, like, gas container in here, and I think it's really well done for that, but sometimes Hulk just really doesn't like these skins because they look a little odd, and I think you can see what I mean. Like, it does look weird. It's flat, but it's not, but it is. So it's one of those things, but I had to show it nonetheless because I think La Crempe did a really good job on it. It's a really nice looking box, and, you know, with the whole oil rig coming up, it's definitely a neat thing to have themed on there. So, you know, definitely a nice touch. Maybe this one can make it in. We'll just have to see between the two. They're definitely great chests. So that is a cool part there. But that pretty much does it for the deployables, so let's go ahead and check out tools and guns. So we got an octopus rock. Everyone loves the octopus hat. It never made itself in, and it kind of turned into like a beloved little meme for people in the skin community, or, you know, even people who have seen it before. And the octopus rock has become its predecessor, and hopefully we can get this cutie guy in, because this rock is just awesome. It looks like there's a melting octopus attached to a rock. How can you not love him? I mean, it's just great. Next, from Tempered World of Awesomeness, we've got the Tempered pickaxe brought to us by Milo. And yeah, there's a tempered hatchet that never got accepted, so I don't know, maybe if this one does, maybe the hatchet eventually would. Definitely has a nice little kind of like fancy detail work to the top of it there, but it's got that beautiful tempered shine that we're all used to, and I definitely wanted to show this one this week, because also we haven't really shown a lot of tools lately, so other than stone tools, so wanted to kind of do that. Next up, we've got a crossbow that a lot of you guys have asked me to show off, and, well, for good reason, it's a great crossbow. It's brought to us by Decenrad. It's the Hothead crossbow. This is the non-glowing version, but there is a glowing version, so that's kind of up to Helk if he feels like releasing glowing skin or not that week. But it's definitely a very nice skin. I love the kind of like padding to it. Then it's got some really cool flame decals and so forth on them, which also do glow on the glowing version. But like I said, you know, we're just showing the non-glowing one. Definitely a very nice looking crossbow, and I think a lot of people would like this one in the market for sure. Next, we've got a new Python skin to check out, and this one is, it's very different in the design, and that's why I kind of liked it. The gun itself isn't, like, super colorful or anything, but I think Kessler did a great job on it, because it's very unique. The barrel itself is crazy looking. I love the little decals, just on the chamber and the handle and everything, and I think it's just really nice. But if you just kind of look at it like this, it's just like a normal Python. So it's kind of, you have to take in the small details to enjoy it, and I think that makes it kind of special. It's definitely a nice little Python, for sure. Lastly, for, actually not even lastly, we still got a few to go. I don't know why I'm even saying that. But we have got this, another nice pirate czar. And I like this one because of the wood, excuse me, the wood carvings in it. You actually have a wooden, like in the wood, there's a skull lightly carved out right there, which I love. That's my favorite part of it. Even down the sides, you've got kind of like a nice little blue color, but you kind of get those like reflective dots depending on which way you're looking. They're a little bit distracting, I think. The only thing that does look a little bit weird on this guy is the rope. They tried to make it look like a boat where like the ropes are coming through like portholes or something, and that just looks a little bit weird on this one. But altogether, it's definitely a really awesome SAR. And I think Levinate did a good job on it, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and show it. So, definitely a neat looking one there. I do have another SAR to show you at an AK. I thought we were almost done, but I forgot. Let's check out this one and not mess up like the other week where I forgot to show an entire set. And this SAR really, really, really gets me. It looks like it's made out of bone, and I love that. And then the painted on kind of style with the skulls and the kind of like matching colors on the cloth wrap and everything just looks really, really nice. Aiming down the sight, you got a skull staring back at you. You can see a little bit of the pattern, and you can really see that this material is meant to look like it's made out of a skull. So it's, of course, then called the Skull Collector SAR. It's brought to us by Firefly. I think Firefly did a great job on it, and I would love to see this gun in game. Lastly, we've got yet another AK, but it's such a cool one. If you like the graffiti style skins, this one is like top notch. You have to love it. It's great. You know, it's such a nice skin. And yeah, it's brought to us by Hexit. Is the Angel Rage, and it's just got a nice look to it. I love the skulls. I love the graffiti style. I think all of it's just really nice. Aiming down the sights, you've got another little skull dripping paint staring back at you, and a star hidden right there. And it's just really nice, and I'd love to see this one make it. And I think it could sell quite well, you know, just because, I mean, look at it. It's nice. And I actually forgot, we do have one more weapon we almost did forget because of the stupid invisible icons, and there it is! It is this awesome looking double barrel shotgun. The Brotherhood shotgun brought to us by Little Ranger. And aiming down the sides, you got these little kind of like unique skulls staring back at you. The screwdriver kind of looks like it's made out of wood material. And then you've got the same skull but with wings, and it's just very unique looking. It has that tempered look to it as well, which is quite neat. And it's just a really cool thing. It kind of looks like something that would fit into like Warhammer or Hellboy or something. I don't know. I just kind of, it really called out. It's definitely a nice piece of work, and it would definitely fit into those tempered sets that people like to collect. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and show this one. But that does it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the skins. Sound off down in the comment section which ones you liked and why, or if you have any kind of feedback, you can leave it there and I'll try to pass it on to the right person. We'll be back on Thursday to show you guys which skins actually made it in as usual. I hope you all have a great week, and thanks for watching.